Yo, what it do, Ghost Nation? It's your boy Ghost Rider. Welcome back to another episode of Ghost Movies. Now, on this episode, I want to talk about House of the Dragon Episode 2, full review. Now, I'm just going to give y'all my quick thoughts. It's not even full review. I'm just going to give y'all my thoughts. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying that this episode, the opening is back. Game of Thrones brought back the original theme music to Game of Thrones into this House of the Dragon prequel franchise series, and I lost my shit when I heard that music. All I heard was do 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 do. Oh, I'm not even gonna sing it. Copyright claim, whatever. But man, when I heard that music, man, I lost my ish, dog. It's because you can't have Game of Thrones without that song. You cannot have Game of Thrones without that song, and that song is fire. That song is amazing. And I love seeing the Targaryen blood, like from the book Fire and Blood. I love seeing the blood spill out to all of King's Landing and Westeros, and then it leads up to the House Targaryen sigil at the end of the opening credit. I love it, man. Having that song, you needed it. We got a taste of it in the episode 1, but now it's back. It's in full effect, and man, I am on board. All right, now my thoughts about this episode, man. It's the plot is being moved, the needle is being moved right now as far as whose characters are doing what for the Iron Throne. We see that King Viserys banished his brother Daemon out of King's Landing, and now we see that he's taken claim to the throne in Dragonstone. He took him and his whore wife, and he took maybe a handful of gold cloaks from King's Landing to Dragonstone, and that's where he has made his army. That's where he has made. Okay, I'm on Dragonstone. I got a dragon egg. I'm gonna tell everybody that's in King's Landing and the Red Keep and the Small Council and the Iron Throne that I am gonna have a child, and I have a dragon egg, and she's to be my wife, and we are gonna live in Dragonstone until we go old and we die. Lo and behold, later on in the episode, that was a lie, because that whore was not happy about, oh, I'm gonna be married to you and I'm gonna have a child. She don't want to have children. She just wants to fuck, bang, screw, and leave. She doesn't want to be married either. So that kind of, threw Daemon for a loop when she walked away, when he was standing right there at the Dragonstone, right in front of Otto Hightower. They were about to have a war. Daemon withdrew his sword. He's like, come take this dragon egg from me, bitch. Come on. I'm going to show you who your daddy is. And I loved that scene was great, because on that same scene, we hear not only Daemon's dragon, Syraxis, but then we hear another dragon. And I love the sound of Syraxis. That sound, the worm, the blood worm type of neck, the long neck that he has. I love the sound, the screeching sound of that dragon. It was awesome. Awesome to see that. The graphics was amazing. And when Syraxis roared, I loved it. But we also got freaking Rhaenyra, Princess Rhaenyra, coming through the clouds of Dragonstone. She left King's Landing without telling her dear old daddy. And she's on her dragon. And she's intimidating everybody that's right there standing in front of her with Syrax. Yo, I loved it, man. That was fucking amazing. Syrax is an amazing dragon. Amazing dragon. And it showed empowerment that, okay, women could be just as badass as men. What Otto Hightower was going to do to get the dragon, there was going to be bloodshed. She was going to kill Daemon. Not she. Otto was going to kill Daemon. There was going to be manslaughter everywhere. All she had to do was just talk to him in that old Valyrian tongue. And he won. She won. She got the dragon egg, and Otto Hightower couldn't do it. She did what all those men couldn't do. It would have been bloodshed. It would have been masculinity. It would have been, who's much more powerful, who's in control, whatever. All she had to do was just go and approach her brother, her uncle. Took the dragon egg, sealed it back into that dragon egg holder container that keeps it heated. And she flew off on her dragon and went back to King's Landing. That was fire. Now we're going to have to talk about the fucking awkward moment of this fucking episode, bro. Good old Valyrian house. Freaking Coloris. I'm butchering the name. Coloris Valerian and his wife, Queen Rhaenyra. They have a 12-year-old daughter, which I knew that she was 12 because all you see is King Viserys in the freaking the courtyard. He's talking to her, trying to get to know her because he wants to join that house. Not him, but Dolores Velaryon wants to join that house, and he's willing to give his older daughter to be King Viserys' wife. Man, that was so fucking awkward. You want to talk about pedophilia? Man, that shit was all up in there. She's 12, and she's talking about I won't be able to bed you until I'm 14. What the fuck? You see this old ass, grown ass Targaryen king talking to this little girl. Man, that shit was awkward as fuck, man. I was like, what the fuck? She won't be able to bed him and have kids for him until she's 14? Nah, bro. That shit was wild. That scene was awkward as fuck. Like, who would agree to this marriage? And King Viserys knew that this is not what he wanted. Even Queen Rhaenyra was like, nah, this is not what I want. But it's the order of things. She just kept saying that to Rhaenyra when they were having their own conversation. It's the order of things. I'm like, what the fuck? You would give up your little daughter who's 12 years old to be a wife and have kids when she's 14. What the fuck? Man, yeah, that shit was wild, bro. That shit was wild. I do not condone that. And I'm shocked that her father is willing to freaking give up his daughter just so that those two houses can align. Just so those two houses can align and become, I don't know, a strong powerhouse of I guess the king's heir. He would have a strong lineage going forward. That the Targaryen name and Valerian name, those two houses will come together and they'll have a strong reign all over Westeros. Man, that shit was wild, bro. I was not feeling that at all. And all Rhaenyra could say was, this is the order of things. But when I loved it when we get to the scene where King Viserys calls an order for the small council to come together into the Red Keep or whatever. He's like, yo, I'm going to marry Alicent Hightower. Man, you should see Dolores Velaryon get up so fast. And he's like, this is the absurdity, sir. I have the strong, most wealthiest house in all the realm, and this is how you betray me? He took off so fast and just walked away from the king. When King Viserys is like, yo, I am king. Dog, he just walked away so fucking fast. And where did he go? He linked up with Daemon, the rogue prince Daemon, at Dragonstone. And he convincing him, let's go take over the Stepstones. You have freaking most of the honor guard or whatever, the gold cloaks and shit. Most of your loyal men are with you right here. Let's go after the Stepstones. Let's go after those crabmen. And let's take over the Stepstones. So now they're forming their own alliance, which is going against what the king wants, because he doesn't want war unless it needs to happen. Unless he has to defend the realm and defend the crown, then he'll go to war. But he don't want that to happen. He just wants to chill back, relax, whatever the fuck. Dog, you see how loyalty is so bleak? Not only during those times, but even today. Nobody's loyal to nobody. Everybody wants what they can get from you, and then you can't give them what they want anymore. They're out. Just like that. Freaking this dude, Dolores Velaryon, he just went over to Daemon and was like, yo, let's join the allies together. Let's join in unity, and let's go take over the Stepstone so we can etch our names in the books of history. Oh, I don't care about the king anymore. You are my king. You're the rogue prince, and you're my real king. I can relate to you. Just like that, you can relate to him when before you were going against him. But I do have to say that he wanted Daemon to take the crown. He wanted Daemon to be the next heir to the crown. So I don't think that his loyalty was ever misplaced. I don't think his loyalty was ever towards King Viserys. I think Dolores was always loyal to Daemon. He voted for him when it's time to vote. So now he's joining his side with him. Man, I love this episode, man. This episode is just moving the plot forward. And that's what you want in a TV show. That's what you want. So these are just my quick thoughts. I know I'm trying to stay below 10 minutes because, I could go on for days because I love the show so much. But I just want to give y'all my thoughts on this episode. It was fucking fantastic. I was shocked I was able to watch it early. I thought it was coming out at 9 o'clock. Boom, I was able to watch it already. They uploaded it online, and I watched that shit. I did not waste no time. Holla at your boy. All right, Ghost Nation, let me know your thoughts when y'all finally see this episode. I want to know your thoughts about Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, Episode 2. I love this. It's so crazy that we finally get Game of Thrones back. And look how fast we're on episode 2 already. That means it's what? We got like 8 episodes left. Dog, it's just moving so fast. And I don't want it to end. I'm trying to savor all of the shit. But I love this, and I just got to talk about it. I got to keep it moving. I am like so passionate about House Targaryen, Game of Thrones, what they're doing with the prequel here, how many seasons it's going to be, what they're going to do with that sequel for Jon Snow. I'm excited about that too. All right, Ghost Nation, y'all already know what to do. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that post notification bell for your boy so you get all my latest and greatest videos. And until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Ghost Rider out.